Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back for another rattle video. We're going to be using a little bit of variation here. This is a Ho-Oh-EX deck on the right. That's me with the pink sleeves. Like I said, we're in Ho-Oh-EX, Ampharos, and Kingdra Mewtwo. So, I mean, it's a custom deck. I mean, obviously, it might not do so well in a tournament, but, you know, it actually works. And on the left, we have another custom deck that I made. It's a Keldeo EX deck. It's got Feraligatr that has Rain Dance in it, so water energy is be able to move freely, or be able to be added freely. And there's also Mewtwo in there, so he can also benefit from the Mewtwo can also benefit from the Rain Dance. I think I also run Luxio, which is just a very good Stage 2 evolution that can add some support to that deck. So I try not to go too EX based in my decks, because I do believe that's a little bit having 4 of the same EX and then 4 of another EX. I mean, that just kind of takes some of the strategy out of the game, in my opinion, but that's just me. So here we go. The decks are cut, and we're ready to start this battle. Kind of a slow start for both of us, if I remember. We both end up just getting out basics that, and then nothing to build off of. But the ending is pretty remarkable. You get to see Ho-Oh in action. So we get our starters played here. Let's get our prize cards laid out. This battle is ready to go. My opponent calls Tails on the flip, and it is Tails, so she will get to go first. I start a Mareep, and she starts a Shinx. Alright, so she will get the first move. Surveys her hand and sees what she can do, and she ends her turn. Like I said, not much she could have done. Maybe she has an evolution in there that she doesn't want to support away. I add an energy to my active Mareep, and I will use Static Electricity, which allows me to search my deck for electric energy and equal to the amount of Mareep in play, which unfortunately there's only 1, so I get 1 electric energy. That's fine, because there's only 2 electric energy in that entire deck. And that was my attack, so it is her move. Alright, she'll go ahead and start off with an N here. That's 6 cards for both of us, since there has been no knockouts yet. So that maybe probably helped us both out, actually, in a way. I do see I have Ampharos in my hand. I remember me getting in a pretty sticky situation up here. She is going to communicate with Totodile, maybe looking for either a Mewtwo EX or a Luxio, and she does get the Mewtwo. Alrighty, so let's see what she does now. And she ends her turn. Must be the end must not have did so well for her, as did for me. I didn't get much either, it looks like. I do believe yeah, like I said, slow starts. I use a Ram for 20, just a simple little Ram. And it's her move. She uses dual ball here, flips 2 coins, and she gets 1 heads, which is average. Totodile comes out, so she's trying to get that Feraligatr out so she can load up that Mewtwo and do some crazy damage. Also, but I think she might want to look for Keldeo EX here soon, unless it's in her prize cards. Keldeo EX has an ability called Rush In, which if this Pokemon is on your bench, you can, right before you attack, you may switch it with your active and make Keldeo your new active. And it has one ability called Secret Sword. It does 50 plus damage with 3 colorless energy. This attack does 20 more damage for each water energy attached. So, again, that deck is mostly water, and if she would happen to get Feraligatr and Keldeo and Mewtwo, and, you know, a cycle through water energy with a bunch of supporter cards, we could be looking at some serious damage. So I used Juniper, sorry I'm kind of losing there, and I discarded a lot of things. I do believe I discarded Ampharos, that's why I didn't get Flaffy there. I did discard Ampharos. I mean, I would have had nothing going for me. She would have had Mewtwo out coming up, and I needed some basics, so I go for my Horsey. You know, it could have been a misplay. Maybe I would have drawn a supporter card next turn, but I really couldn't have been sure. So I start getting my bench going, because I didn't know when that Mewtwo was coming out, and there's another Ram on the defending Shinx, so Shinx is only 20 health remaining. That is her move at the moment. She will evolve Totodile into Crocodile, which means that Feraligatr's coming soon. It's Chan's turn here. Must be no energy in that hand. I add a Fire Energy to my Horsey on the bench there. I use Random Receiver here to try and get a supporter card. I get a Professor Oak, which is good. And I go ahead and use that Oak. That's a fresh new hand, 6 cards. Alright, now unfortunately I do have Juniper, and I think there's Kingdra Prime in there, so I end up using Ultra Ball here on a water energy, so lets me discard 2 cards to get any Pokemon, and a Random Receiver, which I go into my deck, and I do believe, yeah, I evolve into Seadra, so that's a good thing there. All I need is Kingdra, and I kill with Ram, so I end up ramming the defending Shinx for another 20 to get the free kill. And here's Mewtwo, and look at this, she draws her double colorless, so a little bit of good luck for her, bad luck for me. And she will use X-Ball with plenty to kill my Mareep. The only thing I have to put up is Kingdra. Alright, or not Kingdra, Seadra. Looking through my discard pile, I need Kingdra. If I want to have a chance of taking down this Mewtwo, I'm going to need Kingdra. So I look through my discard pile. There's Ho-Oh in there, so I'm going to roll for Ho-Oh, and I get Ho-Oh. This turns out to be a huge misplay on my part. There's 3 energy that it can come with. Ho-Oh has an ability called Rebirth, for those that don't know, that you can get it back from your discard pile. It's called Rebirth. Once during your turn, before you attack, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may flip a coin. If heads, put this Pokemon onto your bench and attach 3 basic energy cards. So, I mean, that's good to have. And I use Junk Arm here with a catcher and another catcher. So 2 catchers are in the discard pile. I'll just Junk Arm them for them later if I need them. And I do believe I go for a Random Receiver. I use Random Receiver to see if I can get something to give me Kingdra. And I get an N, play a Shaman onto the bench. That way I can get the water energy up onto my Seadra with the Celebration Wind effect. Celebration Wind allows you to move energy freely, and I will use that in. So now, all I'm looking for is my Kingdra, because, I mean, 60 damage with 1 energy is pretty remarkable to have against the Mewtwo, definitely, because the Mewtwo does more damage with each energy attached to both Pokemon. So at this point in the game, she has taken 1 prize card, and I have taken 1 prize card. We get our fresh hands, and bada boom. Wait, did we? I do believe we just evolved in the Seadra this turn. I do believe so. Yep, we have to wait. I add an energy onto my Ho-Oh, and I use Muddy Water, which does 20 to the active and 10 to a bench. So, this is a very big mistake on my part, because if you think about it, Mewtwo EX could easily one-shot my Ho-Oh right now, which I think ends up happening. She evolved. There's Feraligatr on the bench now. She is able to attach water energy freely from her hand. All she would have to do is add 1 energy onto her Mewtwo EX and a catcher. She uses Rain Dance, yep, so that allows the energy to be added. Surveys the situation here, and I do believe she is going to catch her out my Ho-Oh EX. Decisions are being made. While we wait, enjoy the battle music. Yep, there it is. I thought she said Shaman at first. Nope, nope. Tried to weasel my way out of it. She meant Ho-Oh. So there out comes Ho-Oh with no Eviolite and 4 energies, and X-Ball will one-shot it. So we count, boom. There's the gun. There's the instant kill. So there goes Ho-Oh. I end up putting Seadra out. I'm going to roll for Ho-Oh again, and we get it, so Ho-Oh is back onto the bench, and I'm debating that because it just got knocked out, and that Mewtwo is still in play and still pretty healthy, but oh well. Could have been a misplay again. I evolve into Kingdra here. Grass energy onto my Mewtwo EX. Or yeah, my Ho-Oh EX, sorry. And I would use N, so I do believe she just drew Keldeo EX from her prize cards on that last knockout, so that was a pretty good N. And 5 cards for me, and 3 cards for her, I do believe. I do get an Eviolite for my Ho-Oh EX on the bench. I use Spray Splash, which is 10 to any Pokemon. I put it on Mewtwo, along with Dragon Steam, 60 damage. So, it is her move. Again, this was probably one of the worst runs with this deck that I've recorded, but I kind of like the way Ho-Oh ends up working out for me. But there's the catcher. A little bit of frustration on my end. Catcher's out Ho-Oh EX. All she'd have to do now, because of the Eviolite, is add 1 energy onto her Mewtwo EX to kill Ho-Oh a second time. Counting here, and she will use Rain Dance for that free energy, and there goes Ho-Oh the second time. So She is down to 1 prize card, and I still have 5 to take. I put up Kingdra again. I use Random Receiver here to search for a supporter card, and I get a Juniper. That was probably the worst one I could have gotten. I really wanted an Oak or an N or something that would just, you know, give me a fresh hand. I don't want to discard anything at this point. But I'm looking through. I do believe I have a Junk Arm in my hand. I'm going maybe to Junk Arm for a catcher, maybe. Because Feraligatr does have a retreat cost of 3, and 3 energies is a unless she has a switch, is a big retreat cost just to put energy on to take away. I will go for Ho-Oh a 3rd time and get it. So there's the 3rd Ho-Oh of the game. Here it's back with its 3 energy, and it's on the bench. So Ho-Oh is back in play. Junk Arming here. I'm going to Junk Arm a Juniper and a Psychic Energy to go and find myself a Scoop Up, and I think I use Scoop Up on my Shaman, and we get it, I do believe. Nope, no, we did not get it, which was kind of a letdown there. But we will use Juniper to discard that 1 catcher in my hand. That's our fresh hand we were looking for. So hopefully we get some help here. We attach an Eviolite to our benched Ho-Oh-EX. Use Junk Arm Ace another time here, so it's a big turn here on Communication and Flaffy. And let's see, I do believe we get a catcher here. Oh, a switch. So we switch out. I use Spray Splash first, though. Use Spray Splash on... I think I used it on Mewtwo, and here comes Ho-Oh for a Rainbow Burst. Rainbow Burn is what it's called, Rainbow Burn. It does 20 damage, and then 20 more for each different color basic energy. So that's 20 base, and then 3 is 60, 80 damage. And that killed Mewtwo. So there's some life for me. She has nothing on her bench now, and Feraligatr is up, and she has no moves, so I'm in the driver's seat at this point. I put a Mewtwo EX on my own bench, another Water Energy, so now that does 100 damage. A Spray Splash from Kingdra on the bench. And I will use Juniper again, just cutting a big hand to get more cards, because we had to capitalize on this killing opportunity. We put Zekrom on the bench. Alright, I think the defending Feraligatr has 140 health total, and right there is 130, so it only has 10 health left. If she does not get any help on this next turn, I will win the game by default of no basics. She has a Water on, but I think that's the only energy she has. She has nothing else in her hand, so she passes the move. And this is going to be game, guys. Unfortunately, I kind of lucked out here, but I wanted to show you guys just how Ho-Oh works and how he can actually come out and save the day, or how he can screw you over. So we use Rainbow Burn for the win, and that's the game. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget, guys, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, add to your favorites, whatever you want. Give me some feedback, let me know what you think. Until next time, guys, see ya.